Hi everyone, a very warm welcome to the India Affiliate Summit. I'm Nishtha and I'll be a host for the session. Without further ado, I'm going to I'm going to help us start with the masterclass. I'm going to introduce the speaker for today, Mr. Nick Arora, e-commerce entrepreneur. He's going to help us with a workshop on how he did 31,000K US dollars in one day using Google Shopping using Shopify. Welcome Nick. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much. So, welcome everyone to the masterclass. And in this masterclass, I'm actually going to share the actionable steps and how I actually did $31,000 in one day on Shopify using Google Shopping. And I did that during the peak lockdown, during the peak of COVID-19. And so I thought of sharing this with everyone. And in this particular, presentation, I'm not just going to share the exact strategy, but I'm also going to share some actionable steps which you can take right now if you are in e-commerce or if you're planning to do e-commerce. Then this is going to be a great strategy to apply upon. So before I start, I have to introduce myself. So my name is Nick. I'm the founder of Tornado, and this is the first e-commerce Shopify community started back in 2016. And so far, I have trained somewhere around like 13,000 people in e-commerce so far. So it's almost 4 years, and yeah, I'm actually kind of proud about that. And these are a couple of the screenshots. So this is how the industry works, and so to actually show what I'm actually to share whatever I have done, I have to show something, show some results, so that you guys can actually trust me that whatever I'm going to share with you is actually what I actually do myself. So these are a couple of the results which couple of my students actually got during their, uh, when they were like doing some consulting with me. And after that, so this particular video is all about, power of Google. Google Shopping is and Google Ads itself is getting a lot of traction in the last 2 years in the dropshipping community, in the e-commerce community. And I did this number like $31,000. It was actually more than that. I took the screenshot a little bit. We did like more than 33,000 or something around that, but then there were some couple of refunds, etc. So it's somewhere around $31,000. And these are a couple of other screenshots which I was documenting the entire day, and I actually uploaded a video on my YouTube channel. So if you want, you can actually watch that on my YouTube channel. But these are the numbers which I did. I was actually documenting all the screenshots, because when you are actually making such an amount in a single day using Google or whatever it is, then you actually try to keep the record of that, because it will definitely help you in the future to keep reminding you like what's possible in life when you are actually doing something. And e-commerce being such a big trend, and it's booming every single month, every single year, and especially during the COVID-19 and the peak pandemic, you know, the only business which was actually thriving and which was moving ahead at an exponential rate was e-commerce. So, I have this case study with you, and so a lot of guys actually ask what kind of profit margins can you expect. So just to be very open with everyone, so when I did this number, the percentage was like actually quite high in terms of profit. It was somewhere around 40%, which is not typical at all. But on an average, you can expect like 15, 20, 30%, which is actually very, very good, because being in e-commerce, you can actually scale your business to, worldwide, and you don't really have to target just one country. So even 20 to 30% is a big, 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 margin. Then, so let's talk about like why Google Shopping. So in e-commerce, we have been using Facebook ads for a long time because the CPMs were quite low, and it was actually very cheap to advertise on Facebook and start launching those $5 ads and start getting those sales. But as we know, Facebook is an interruption-based marketing platform where people are not looking forward to buy products. They're there for socializing and talking to their friends, liking, sharing, commenting on the post. But on Google, the intent is totally different. So Google, people are actually actively looking for things, products, ideas, or maybe reviews. And those guys who are from the SEO, field search engine optimization, they know the power of Google, and they have been, trying to, rank their website. So this is something, very, very similar to that, but we are using the power of, Google in the advertisement space, and this is Google Shopping. So the first, so these pictures and the product and the the US dollars which you are looking at right now, this is the first thing which you see when you are searching on Google, and these are the products. So when people are actually actively searching for a product and they see the picture, they see the price, and they are actually looking for that very product. For in this case, it is knee brace. And when someone is looking for knee brace and they see the knee brace, they see the price, they even see the ratings, and they even see some kind of a free delivery, etc. All these kind of an offer, they're more likely to convert because they're actively searching for that. But when when you are advertising your products on Facebook, it is like you're interrupting the user and you're trying to gauge their interest and then trying to string them on your website. So what I have personally seen is the average conversion rate of Google Shopping or Google Ads is far, far, better than Facebook. But it is not always true. But this is like most of the time it is true, and you are actually actively looking for people who are actually buying those, looking for those products. So that's the reason Google Shopping is getting a lot of traction. And just as I said, like why Google Shopping, it's all about the intent on Google. Like people are looking for it, and people are actually so suppose you are suffering from a problem, or people those who are suffering from knee problems or some kind of a disorder, they are actually looking for some products which actually help them in that particular disorder. So when you are advertising those products directly on Google, you are actually reaching out to the right audience, the buyer audience. So that's the reason we use Google. So in this particular presentation, I'm gonna tell you, like, teach you or share with you like three different ways how you can actually find out those winning products. And there are three typical. So the number one way is obviously the AliExpress way, which is a traditional way. And then I'm gonna share like how I use the power of Amazon, and especially like, the movers and shakers part. And then which I actually call the smart way of finding out products when you're doing Google Shopping. And then the third way is Merchant Center, which is actually a secret way. Not many people are actually sharing about that at this moment, and not many people are actually talking about this, because this is really a secret way of finding winning products every single day on Google, on your Shopify store, on your e-commerce. There's no way you cannot find winning products just by looking at the Merchant Center. So I'm going to share that with you. And there's a small tool which you have to use for Google, which is keywords everywhere. So I'm going to show it to you, like what this tool is about. This is a very inexpensive tool. You just have to pay like somewhere around $10, and you can get it literally for 1 year or 2 years, depending upon how much you're using it. So let me see. Let me show you actually, uh, how to use all these three different ways and find out winning products. And after that, I'm going to share the exact strategy which I use personally to make that, such a big amount in such a small period of time. I did that in less than 4 days, which is actually insane. Like it's incredible how much you can do by using the power of Google, and obviously a couple of strategies which I tied up together, and bingo, like we got that. So this is so let's talk about the tool now. So this is keywords everywhere. This is a Chrome extension which you can, Google it and install it. You just have to pay like somewhere around $10 to get it. Earlier it was free, but then a lot of people started using it, and then they actually launched the paid version. And this is a very inexpensive tool. So this is how it works. So suppose you're searching anything on Google, and for me to actually search on Google, and especially the results from, I want to see the results of Google from United States, then I can use this website I search from. And suppose I'm searching for oximeter, and I'm searching on it. And if you have installed this particular tool, you will see all the volume, the CPC, and the competition, and this particular trend. So this gives you all the information which you need to basically start using this Google Shopping. These are a couple of the metrics which are super duper important, and this actually tells me that oximeter was somewhere around, like it's somewhere around 450,000 searches every single month. The CPC is somewhere around this. Don't worry about the competition, but you can actually see the trend. If you hover your mouse on it, you actually see what kind of searches you see. And if you can gauge the trend during the month of April, May, and June, it was really high. It was higher than the typical one just because of COVID-19. So let me actually talk about how you can actually find out product ideas or products uh, on AliExpress. This is a typical way, but I'm sure a lot of new guys are joining in, so I have to share that. So suppose you have, the power of Google is such that you can actually pick up any single product and you can justify that whether you want to launch it on your, on your Shopify store or not. So let's pick up any single, category. So let's pick up, beauty, hair, or let's pick this one. And so we see this product, which is ultrasonic cleaning skin scrubber. So let me open this one. So what you have to do is, let's do this. Okay. So I got this product. I'm looking at this product. So how I actually judge whether I should use this product for my, Shopify store and to use it on Google Shopping. So I see what are the meaningful keywords which I see right now. So it is ultrasonic cleaning skin scrubber. So I can go ahead on, I search from and look for ultrasonic skin scrubber. Any meaningful keyword which you can find out from this listing on AliExpress, and you see all these products, and then you see the number of volume, like what kind of volume this particular keyword is driving. And this particular ultrasonic skin scrub is driving a volume of 8,100 and CPC or something, which is like, don't worry about the CPC, just look for the volume and look for the trend. And by looking at the trend, you can see like during again the peak lockdown, this went up. Reason being, people are not able to actually go outside, and they were actually looking for products which they can use at home. They don't have to go to the salon or to the parlor, etc. So these kind of keywords we are looking for, and just by looking up for different listing, you can start shortlisting your products. Okay, this particular product is getting decent number of searches, and by looking up on these particular listing, you can actually find out a lot of dropshippers are actually currently advertising this product, because this one, as I like, just because of the experience, I can actually find out whosoever is you know who are the ones who are actually drop shipping. So this one is definitely a drop shipping store, because this product is quite similar to the one which we have, and people are actually actively looking for it. So suppose you have a product which has a search volume and people are looking for that kind of a product, and there's a trend going on for that product, and you see a lot of drop shippers or couple of drop shippers there, then you are actually looking for the right product. And just by installing this keyword everywhere tool, you can find out these volumes. So tip for everyone: so when you are selecting any product on AliExpress and you're finding out meaningful keywords, do check for the reviews and the orders, because this particular review, like this particular thing, reviews and orders will tell you about the product quality. Because the last thing you want to do is selecting a product which is actually not good at all, because at the end, once you deliver that product, and if people are not liking the product, the quality isn't that good, then they will be asking for refund, and the whole business will go down. So you can keep on searching for these ideas, and AliExpress is full of different ideas. So again, I see one more product, which has five rating, but 220 orders. So orders are good, but the reviews, I'm looking for reviews which are like more than 30, and a product rating of more than 4.5 or 4, a minimum. And then I will actually go ahead and find out, okay, what's the meaningful keyword I can find out from this. And if you're not able to find any meaningful keyword, don't worry about it. Just start picking up keywords and start pasting those keywords into iSearch from, and start looking for what are the products showing up. And if you see the similar product showing up, or if you see even a brand selling similar kind of a product at a very very high price, then it indicates that okay, there's a there's some demand of that product. And so for in this case, it is a EMS facelifting. So maybe we can try that one as well. EMS facelifting. Let's search for it. And okay, we got those similar products. And just check this out. So this is definitely a drop shipping store, but these are the brand ones. The brands one are selling it for somewhere around $500, which is actually huge. And we are getting it somewhere around $20. So the way I do this is I always try to mark my products at least 3 to 5 times. But if I have a very good quality product and if I'm getting it for $20, I don't mind selling it for $100. But in this case, if I'm getting the product for $20 and my product is really like good quality product, and I see that a lot of other guys are actually selling it for such a low price, at a high price, then I can actually take a space at 150 and I can still sell it. So this is a price war going on right now. And and see the volume here, it is like showing right now only like zero, which is like you get confused like what to do now, like if this product on demand or not. So by installing this tool, you actually get to see the related keywords, so you can load up all the other keywords. So there is a search going on for face lifting device, so you can actually advertise your product in that category as well: face lifting device, EMS, something like that. And you still show up for this particular, and people will be actually, people are looking for such kind of a tool. So this is how I find products on AliExpress, by using this keyword everywhere tool. I first see the product, I look for the meaningful keywords, I search it on I search from, then I look for the volume, I look for like what other products are selling in the market. Can I find the similar kind of a product on AliExpress? Is the product good, is of good quality or not? People are having like positive reviews about that product or not? For example, let me give you a very product which has been selling since 2016-17. This is $1 million product, and still people are selling it, which is app stimulator. So this one is selling since 2017, if I'm not wrong. And I know a lot of guys who has like done, millions and millions in revenue on Shopify. So this particular product has 4.6 rating, 1355 reviews, 4946 orders. Definitely a good product to choose from. Then I will just go ahead and search for EMS, or just ab stimulator, or muscle stimulator, or abdominal muscle stimulator. And I will start using these kind of products for my Google Shopping. So this is one of those ways, which is a typical way a lot of guys actually use AliExpress. But the way you use AliExpress a little bit different is by looking for these kind of small tweaks, small things like good quality product, good reviews, so that you don't end up, launching a bad quality one and eventually losing money in disputes and refunds, etc., which is actually not good for your business. You lose your motivation to do this e-commerce, which is the last thing you want to do. Um, so let's do of finding products, which is Amazon movers and shakers. So what is Amazon movers and shakers? So you look for Amazon movers and shakers, and then these are the Indian ones which are showing up. But I have to look for Amazon.com. So once you click on Amazon movers and shakers, and you see that. So Amazon Movers and Shakers shows you the biggest gainers in sales rank over the last 24 hours, which is actually very powerful, because as you know, Amazon is the third largest search engine after Google and YouTube. So this is the third largest search engine where people are actually actively searching for things. And Amazon uh, is a direct representation of US demographics. So if people are actually searching on Amazon, and if you see all those products which are actually going up in sales rank, that means people are actually buying it. Then you can say that these are the products which are actually selling in the US market. So just by looking at Amazon movers and shakers, you can actually find out the products which are going right now hot in the US market, which is the primary market in e-commerce industry, especially for all the affiliates and and all the e-commerce entrepreneurs. So as you know, like Halloween is almost there, or I don't know, like I even don't know the date about that, but I know this is somewhere around, nearby. So Halloween phase is currently, going up. It was not ranked previously, but it is at a sales rank of 116. I can see all these categories, different categories, and I can keep on finding product ideas. So just by looking at baby niche, I can find out, okay, what are the products currently going really high in the US demographics. So this, child forehead thermometer is there. Then this is some kind of a baby crib bumper is there. Then again, I can see, keep on looking at, ideas. I can keep on seeing these, products repeating. And when you see a product which is repeating over and over and over again, that indicates that there's a big trend of that particular product. And if you launch those kind of products, then you will be ahead of the crowd because you are launching that product which is currently in trend. And when you are launching those products which are in trend and no one else has that kind of a product in their Google Shopping, in their Shopify store, and they're using Google Shopping to advertise those, then you are actually, up for a treat, big treat, because you're gonna get really, really high ROAS, return on your ad spend, and you are actually selling the same product which people are actively looking for it. So whenever I actually, try to search for what's going on the US market, I just go and look for Amazon movers and shakers because see, it clearly says our biggest gainers in sales rank over the past 24 hours. How, how relevant is this? Like, this is super relevant as compared to all the spy tools out there, because spy tools need some time to actually, gather all the information and then wrap it up and show it to you. But this particular, Amazon, like, it's all real time. It is updated hourly, every single hour they're updating it. So just by clicking on these options, I can keep on finding more and more ideas like health and household. Just by clicking on it, I get all the health and household product ideas which are currently going on. So you select your niche, whatever niche you are in. Maybe you are in a pet niche, you are in a health niche, maybe you are trying to sell something related to kitchen and dining. I will just select those. I will just, keep on getting more and more product ideas, and I will list these products. So how I do it exactly, I first see what are the products which are going hot right now. So let's find out one product in the health and the fitness. Maybe let's try to get that one, health and household, and let's pick up a product. Okay, so this is a muscle massager gun. Someone is actually selling it for 129 on Amazon. Don't worry about the pricing on Amazon. We are not actually trying to get those people who shop on Amazon. We are trying to get those people who are actually not, you know, not the active user of Amazon, or they actually, they're not buying on Amazon. We are looking for those guys, and they are like enough number of people. So this is a muscle massager gun. Then I will go on AliExpress and I will find out this particular product, muscle massage gun. And here we have a lot of different, actually the similar kind of products. Even some are actually better than the ones which are on Amazon, because even on Amazon, people are like you and me are actually selling it. So you can find a lot of different ideas. You can get it for somewhere around $63 as well. You can get it at $91 as well. So pick the one which you can actually, so this one has a lot of orders, reviews. So that means it is a very good quality, and you can actually ship it from United States. So this is actually, it's pretty powerful. Like, you are getting United States shipping from AliExpress. It's a 10 days delivery, they are saying, which is actually good for drop shipping. So, and if I go on I search from and I search for muscle massage gun, let's see what shows up. And especially during this, lockdown, people are not going to the gym, and so that means, so right now, as you can see, I cannot see any shopping, which is fine. Sometimes you don't see that. Just click on shopping. on the top, and now you see all these products. So people are selling it for 399, 299. This is a drop shipping, a pseudo drop shipping brand, if I'm not wrong. I've seen this website. They have a very good landing page website. So take its inspiration from these guys. And so they are selling it for somewhere around $300, $400. Some are actually trying to, sell it at a very low price. But don't worry about it, because you still have margin. So you can actually sell it for $200 and you still have a healthy margin with you. And I got this product straight away from Amazon. So because there's a 68% boost in their sales rank in the last 24 hours. I think this product is currently going on, and especially during this Q4, when people are actually taking, gonna take their resolution for New Year about being healthy, and all these health related products, especially massagers, fit trackers, all those watches, fitness watches. These all of these products actually goes on trend. So you can use this, use the power of Amazon, and then actually you can go ahead and use it. So this is the second way, and of finding out products using Amazon on movers and shakers. You can actually cross check whether you should launch these products right now or not by going to Google Trends. So Google Trends actually shows you like what kind of trend is going on right now. So let's suppose a fitness tracker, uh, because as we were like just talking about fitness tracker. So let's see what's the trend of fitness tracker, whether we should launch fitness tracker or not. So I can see fitness tracker is actually going pretty good. Like right now, if I can see the last 5 years trend, yeah. So especially during this particular time, October, November, and December, like people actually go ahead and buy a lot of fitness tracker, and this is the trend, every single year. So this gonna repeat every single year, and Amazon is also showing you like fitness related products going up. So that means fitness related products are a very good idea right now to launch. Again, just to give you one more idea, which is resistance band. Just because of this pandemic, no. Okay, resistance band. Just check this out. During the peak lockdown, those resistance band actually got a lot of traction. I think have some kind of a So these see this 673,000 searches going on, and you can find these bands for somewhere around $10 to $12, and you can mark it up to 3 to 4 times. Like this guy is selling for almost 5 times. These guys are doing the price war. But yeah, this is big on trend, and this particular guy has been there for almost 6 months, so he is the one to follow. And the last way of finding products, and after that I'm going to share the exact method which you can use in Q4 to leverage the power of trends in using Google Shopping, and you can actually do some really good numbers. So uh, let's talk about this. So you have to go inside your Google Merchant Center. So those guys who are not aware about the Merchant Center, in my opinion, is just like Facebook Business Manager. This is my way of thinking about this. So when you actually connect your Shopify store with Google Merchant Center, you are actually sending all of your products to the Merchant Center for the approval. And once it is approved, you use Google Ads to basically advertise them. But so this is a place which I don't know, like I have to make a couple of videos on my YouTube channel for this one, because this is super duper powerful. You actually get data straight away from Google Shopping, like what products are currently selling or going on trend. How powerful is that? Just imagine Google itself is telling you what are the products currently going on trend, currently selling on Google Shopping. And you don't really have to use any tool, any spy tool, because this is the most powerful spy tool when it comes to Google Shopping. So just clicking on this growth option, by clicking on this bestseller, and a tip for everyone, or just a note for everyone, that this particular option only gets enabled when you actually set up your Google Shopping and you're spending some money, and you are running your ads for a couple of days, a week, sometimes more than a week. So it gets enabled then, and you have to actually click on growth, and then you have to follow certain steps like clicking and giving permission, etc., etc. Then you get this. But after that, you get this bestseller option. So Google Shopping itself is telling you, like Google itself is telling you, what are the bestsellers right now on Google Shopping. And I get my winning products every single day. I don't really have to think about it. I just have to decide which particular category I want to choose, which particular country I want to advertise, and I can get my winning products almost every single day. So just by clicking on this animal and pet supplies, which is a by default one which shows up, I can click on change in the last week rank, change from last week, and all these products are currently going up. These are getting all the traction, and I'm getting my ideas like, okay, weather tech pet feeding system. Okay, this is something, and the best part about this particular search is you actually get to see the category as well. So those guys who are actually aware about Google Shopping, you need to put some category for your products. More about this maybe later in this presentation if we get the time. But just to tell you, like, this is a product which is getting there. There's a change of more than 6,033 in the rank. In the popularity in the last 7 days, which is actually great. And now what I have to do is I just go to AliExpress and I find out the product, whether it is available for me or not, and what kind of price I'm getting it for, or what kind of price people are actually selling it for. So I can even sort my products based on the pricing, and now I can choose what kind of product I want to sell, what kind of price range I want to sell in, and Google Shopping is giving me all that data. I don't really have to worry about it. I don't have to actually guess it whether should I launch this product or not, because these are the products which you have to launch. And let's take some example. You know, this is actually super duper. So when I actually get to know about this, I kept it as a secret for a couple of weeks with me. I want to leverage that part, and I did leverage that part, and but after some time I thought like people gonna share it with everyone and it will come out, but then I saw like no one is sharing it, so I thought, okay, this is going to be one of the biggest golden nugget which I can share inside this masterclass. So here it is. So let's pick up a different category for now. Let's pick up health and fitness, because Q4 is there, so why not? I can even check baby and toddler health and beauty. So let's select baby and toddler. Yeah, here it is. So all these products, going up right now. All these products are going up right now. So you just have to select the product which you can actually find out on. So this is, uh, baby carrier, and then you can sell it for $32, and you can actually get it for $10 somewhere around that on AliExpress. And this is going on, like, this is getting traction right now on Google Shopping, and you are getting all these ideas. So let's pick up something else as something interesting if we can find out. If we don't, then don't, like we'll move on. But I want to find out something health and beauty. Let's see if we can find out something here. But because you see a lot of products, so you really have to find out, okay, which product I like to advertise now, because every single one is getting the traction. Um, okay, so this is Indian brand. More power to these guys. So and they're going up right now. And let's see. All these supplements are going up, which is actually, yeah. Check this out. This is a knee brace, which is going really, really up. This is I'm sure this is a drop shipping, store. A lot of drop shipping stores are currently using this TM word just to give them some authority. So I can go ahead and, find out, knee brace, which I actually did in this example. And but this one is currently trending, as in winters, people who are suffering from all the knee problems, the problem actually goes up just because of the weather. And this particular product
Yeah, we actually can't hear you. I'm gonna mute you and unmute you again. I request the attendees to kindly bear with us. It's a 2 minutes lag. The speaker is going to join again. Thank you. Please stay tuned. Shit.
Hello.
Yeah, you're audible now.
Okay, perfect. My system, I don't know what happened, but crashed.
No issues.
Okay, can you give me the rights again to share the
Definitely.
screen?
Sure.
Mm, Okay, here we go. I hope it is visible now again with
Yes.
single. Okay, perfect. So we talked about this, merchant center. I'm gonna, quickly wrap. I have to take a couple of questions. So this, merchant center, let me share what exact strategy I use to, get this kind of, number using, Google Shopping. So those guys who are actually aware about it, they will make a little bit better sense of whatsoever terms I'm gonna use. But you guys, I think, will get the recording as well, so you can rewatch it. But there are certain things which you need to use to get this kind of number, or you can actually use the power of Google Shopping, which is, first of all, there has to be a trend. So I use the this COVID-19 or the pandemic trend, and there was a certain, like, there were a couple of products which was actually going up in trend just because of pandemic. So I was looking for those, looking for the product using the Amazon movers and shaker, and obviously other things like AliExpress. And on Amazon and movers and shakers, I think I got that product idea that this particular one is getting the traction, and I uploaded that product on my Shopify store. The second thing, which is again a requirement which you need to have, is you need to have a very seasoned merchant, which is a PayPal or a Stripe account, because without that, it's gonna be really difficult for you to sustain that kind of a revenue coming in every single month. So I'm making it sure that all the beginners especially understand this part, because this is something which no one actually talks about. Everyone talks about making a lot of money, but no one talks about the the journey which you have to go through. So we had a very seasoned PayPal and a Stripe account whenever we were doing such numbers, because doing such numbers, you need to have a very strong PayPal and a good history of good numbers, PayPal or in your merchant account whatsoever you are using. And the third thing is you need to have a good cash flow, because when you are spending, or when you are making such a big amount, you have to spend a good amount on your advertisement. So you need a very good cash flow, because suppose you're running $5,000 a day and you're spending $1,000, and and suddenly your PayPal got stuck, or you face some issue, you don't have any more money to basically fund your ads, and you need to have a very good cash flow. So these are the few things which you have to keep in mind. And then I'm gonna show you like what I use. So I use the maximize click strategy on Google Shopping. So when you go to Google Shopping, you create a campaign. So so let me show you if this opens up. So this is one of the store from one of my students, like, who is no longer using it just because the account got just suspended. But just to, for an example, I'm showing it to you. So you have to go to shopping campaigns, select on campaign, click on new campaign, and when you select the new campaign, select on sales, select on shopping, and you select on shopping or the country, select standard, and let me select United States. Click on continue. Okay, campaign name, I'm just gonna put it test. So this is the bidding strategy what you have to use. Maximize clicks, and you don't have to bid anything. You have to let it open. So this is one of those hacks or ninja strategy what you have to use. You have to use maximize clicks without any bid, and the budget should be somewhere around $50 to $100 in your testing. And that particular campaign should have only the trending product which you want to advertise, because you don't want any other product to get you know uh, get inside that particular testing campaign because you want to leverage the power of this particular trend. And if you are using a trend, make sure that you have the keywords in your title, in the product title, the product, the product name itself, and you have the there's a section of tags inside Shopify store. So this is one of those Shopify stores from one of the students. So he used the power of, again, Google Ads, and he made like somewhere around $40,000. I'm sharing it with everyone, I know. But he's no longer using it, so I can actually share it. So what you have to do is, when you are actually uploading that product, whatever product is going on trend, you have to use the keywords in the title, and you have to use the search those keywords in the tags as well. This gives you some extra edge over all the other marketers who are trying to do this Google shopping, because your listing is more optimized, and those guys who are actually aware about SEO, they know the power of using these small tweaks in their search engine optimization, and they get better results. So similarly, in Google shopping, if you use a well optimized title, and a well optimized title is just using the keywords in the meaningful way, then you use uh, tags, and then you use images, but the name of those images should be the keywords, and then you select category of the product. So this is something which you can use from an app which is feed for Google shopping. You can select the category of a product. So just by using this strategy, you can leverage the part of the Google trending. And I did actually nothing special. I just see the trend, I listed my product on Shopify. I used the maximize clicks, bidding strategy. No bidding at all, no capping on the bidding. Budget was $50 to $100. But the most important part was, I was actually okay losing money. And you should be like, if you want to really make such a big amount, and if you're a beginner, I completely understand you are on a budget. But if you are an intermediate, or if you have good funds with you, then you should be okay losing money. Because when you are doing no bidding maximize clicks, you can actually spend twice the amount which you have on your budget side on Google shopping. So if you have a budget of $50, Google can spend up to $100. If you have a budget of $100, then Google can spend up to $200. And when you use this particular strategy, you're telling to Google that I have no bid on my campaign. I just want you to give me the traffic. And if you have an optimized title and everything in place, and that thing is going on trend, you will actually outbid every single one. You won't be able to outbid only those guys who have like more money than you. But if that's a trend going on, even there are 100 people who are trying to sell the same product, and there's a margin on that product, then you can actually make money. We were actually, we spent $1,000, and we made somewhere around $25,000 back. This was the power of Google. And I was like, kind of very, I got surprised by looking at the returns just by using the power of a trend. These kind of numbers on trends, and using actually Google shopping, is quite possible, because I have done it over and over now, and this is quite possible. And this is the best time to use it, especially in Q4, because in Q4 there are products like ugly sweaters which goes on trend. There are products like uh, first Christmas dresses which goes on trend, etc. So use that. So just maximize clicks, no bidding, budget $50 to $100, optimize titles, optimize text, images, that's it. And you just let it run. But do check for the trends on, merchant, Amazon movers and shakers, and Google trends itself, to make the best use of this, like to use actually the leveraged this Google shopping during the trend part. And because there are trends coming up even after Q4, which is Valentine's Day and all those festive season, especially the presidential elections is coming up in US. There's a big trend of Trump stuff. I know guys who are making $300,000 a month every single month, and they're gonna make. I'm damn sure they're gonna make millions just in the month of November, just because of this elections going on. There's a big trend of it. So if so use that. And what else I have for you? Let's see. So we're gonna open up this. So yeah, these are the parts which I wanted to cover. I hope something you got something out of it. And and this is how I did it. Also, I'm a lot of guys are affiliate in this masterclass. So I'm also an affiliate for Shopify. So you can actually make money by referring people, and if you want to do that part, and if you don't want to, but even if you want to be the affiliate to Shopify, you need to know a little bit about Shopify so that you can actually provide value to your affiliates. So you can earn somewhere around 58 to $598 per sign up, and you can apply from the link which is here, and make sure you follow their guidelines. Shopify is very disciplined about their guidelines. They don't want you to use any black hat or anything like that. Provide value, get people on, and you will be able to do it. And yeah, you can follow me on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Nick Arora, and I try to make videos every single week. So maybe if you want to learn more about Shopify, then you can follow me there. And there are a lot of other guys on YouTube, so you can follow them as well. And now we can open up the Q&A round if anyone has any questions. So that's it. Thank you so much.
Nick, if it's okay with you, can we take the questions now?
Sorry.
If it's okay with you, can we take the questions now?
Yeah, we can take the questions.
Sure. So the question one is Google Shopping effective only for the US market, or is it
No.
also effective for Indian market?
So I haven't personally tested the Indian market that much, so I cannot say about that part. But apart from India, I have tested this in Australia, Canada, and other countries, UK, and I have seen some really decent results coming up from other countries as well. So for India, I would say like it's still most of the Indian market is COD based, and you cannot like it would be really negative to say that you cannot scale your business just because of the way the Indian businesses are like COD based model. But yeah, like mostly the US and the European market is better for Google Shopping so far.
Okay, thank you. Sagar, I hope your question is answered. Second question is by Mr. Anil Agarwal. He's
Yeah.
asking, does Google Shopping work for affiliate offers? Does Google approve the campaign?
So, so actually, a affiliate guy would be the right person to answer that because I mainly use Google Shopping for e-commerce, and e-commerce like Google Shopping really wants e-commerce entrepreneurs to come up and use their service. So I cannot say about that part, but I have seen a lot of affiliates now moving from affiliate part to actually owning their own product, which they were actually kind of advertising or using the affiliate service for. So uh, but I would say e-commerce. I won't say affiliate. It's just my opinion coming from an e-commerce point of view. So I just use e-commerce products.
Sure. So he's added something to the questions. He's asking, for example, massager.
Yeah.
If we get such offer in affiliate platform, then can we promote this by Google Shopping? What happens when we get order and product did not deliver by the merchant? How can one manage it?
So there is a way around to do it, in my opinion. What you can do is you can actually talk to your affiliate that okay, I will get you orders, and you actually take orders on your website, and you just pass it on to your affiliate, whosoever is your affiliate. But I'm not sure whether they would like that because you own the customer there. Your affiliate doesn't, and they won't be able to make any money at the back end. So this is something which you have to talk to your affiliate portal or whatsoever company you're using for that, because it's all about the data which you own. When you are actually taking the customer at your end in your Shopify store, you own the data, they don't own the data. So if you can maybe collaborate in such a way that okay, you bring orders and they own the data, and some kind of a way around.
Sure.
Yeah.
Third question is by Sagar again. He's asking, Google Shopping top results show products from Walmart, and Walmart products are much cheaper. So how
Yeah.
does one compete with Walmart then?
This is a very good question because I see a lot of guys, who are actually afraid about all the big shots, Walmart and Amazon and all other big websites, because they actually try to sell those products at a very very less price, much cheaper. So what I say to all these guys is, like, if you're trying to promote a product which actually similar to those guys who are actually selling on Amazon, I will change my pictures. I will change the look and the feel of my website, and I will try to make my website look like a brand, so that people will go to my website and then they will feel like I'm one of the authority in that brand. Because everyone, because we always get generic products, for, like, maybe for a muscle massager they are generic products on, about muscle massagers on Amazon. But if you actually create musclemassagerpro.com, people will think, okay, this is a brand website. They will have a better quality, they will have a better customer service. Their products are much much better in terms of all the generic people who are selling on Amazon. So you have to create some kind of a distinction by using better images, better layout of your website, putting some really good images, at the same time better description, providing some really good service. And that's how you stand out, and you can actually sell your product at a very very high price. For example, let me give you a real time example in there. So there's a product which is an IPL laser, which is one of those biggest products, which is responsible for multiple drop shipping brands right now. And that product you can get it for $40, but I have seen a lot of brands, they're selling that product for $199. They get it from AliExpress. They revamp their website in such a way that it looks like a very, very professional website. It's just the same product, but they got that product with better images, better layout, better service, better packaging, and people think that they are actually buying from a brand. They are not buying any seller from Amazon. They're just straight away buying from a brand, which is an authorized. They are authority in this field. So this is how I will do it.
Okay. Next question is, will drop shipping work in 2020 and next year?
It is working for me, so I cannot say anything like that. So drop shipping is not gonna, is not going anywhere. So drop shipping is just a concept. Whenever people think about drop shipping, they think about China. But print on demand, if people are aware about that, it is also drop shipping. You don't own the product. You're just drop shipping it from the supplier to your customer. And as you know, like, print on demand is going really good, and especially in Q4. Uh, it is one of those businesses which actually does really, really good. So drop shipping is not going anywhere. Like, the methods will change, the suppliers will change, the marketing will change, the perception of the products will change. Like, everything will change, but the drop shipping concept is not going everywhere. So the way the typical drop shipping, that will change for sure. Like, people who were using the typical way of getting the product from AliExpress to their customers, that is something which is not gonna work. Now you have to have US suppliers. Now you have to have some really fast shipping services. It will work.
All right. Next question is, do you pre-stock products before running campaigns? And if no, doesn't it impact delivery time?
So this is what I do usually. Whenever I'm testing a new product, I don't hold any stock. I try to first gauge the market, whether I'm getting the traction in the market or not. So I first, like, take 20 to 30 orders, and I try to ship those products, fast from China if possible. Otherwise, I actually, send an email to my customers that we got, out of stock. We are at, it will take, 7 to 14 working days to deliver your product. But if you want your refund, just let us know and we will be happy to refund you. So by taking those initial 20, 30 orders, and even after the refunds, if we can deliver like 20 products or 10 products, we'll get to know about the quality of the product from the customer, exact product, like how it looks like. Because if the product is not at all good, people will be sending us images. So after doing that testing, and after we are, like, actually through the testing of the product quality, we move to the another round, where actually I stock 100 pieces or a minimum of 50 pieces in the US warehouse, which I have been using for 3 years. And then, we send those 15 pieces in the US warehouse, and the US warehouse, we can actually get the images, better videos, Then later on, we keep on stocking more and more. But in the beginning, I don't. I just go with the testing and see whether the product is worth going or not. Because in the beginning, you don't know that, and you want to leverage the trends going on right now. So you test it, and then you basically take a pause and judge whether this product is a good product or not.
Okay. Next question is how often the product feed needs to be updated for
So if you
smart
are
shopping campaign?
So if you are using an feed for Google Shopping app, you don't have to do anything. It actually gets refreshed automatically on its own. So you don't have to really do that. So that is actually dynamic in nature. I think once every 24 hours or once every 12 hours it gets updated. So you don't have to do that yourself.
Okay. 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 And can a shopper run both a smart shopping campaign and have a free listing at the same time?
Um, okay, so if you are using the same product for smart shopping and the same product for a normal shopping campaign, then you cannot do that together. You have to have either the smart shopping or the single product, the single shopping campaign running at the same time for that product, for that similar single product.
Okay. Uh, Next question is as every country is against China due to COVID, and AliExpress is one of the companies which is based in China, does it affect the industry of drop shipping?
Um, the answer is actually yes and no both. Still, China being one of the only countries where we can get our products, most of the products, e-commerce products. But right now, what I've seen is a lot of guys are actually moving from just from China to US print on demand stuff. So what I would say is, try both, both models of dropshipping, POD as well as typical like China dropshipping. Because relying on just one is kind of right now is very tricky because if something happens like just the thing which happened during COVID-19, everything got stuck. So I would say try both the approaches. Have some, don't put your eggs in the single basket. Just divide that.
Okay. Uh, as the time is nearly up, I think this could be the last question that we take. Mr. Jitendra is asking, as an independent shopper on Shopify, can we get higher prices than Amazon?
Yeah, you can. It's all about how you are actually advertising your or putting your product, like perceived value. If you have better images, as I'm again and again saying, because this is the most underrated thing, which is are not putting their efforts into getting better images, or getting those images better in term using Photoshop or Canva, whatever. So just by using better images, you can actually make your product perceive at higher value than Amazon. And you have more leverage on the overall look and feel of your product page, because Amazon just has a generic page. You can have more testimonials, you can have videos, you can have FAQs, you can have better a layout in terms of colors, fonts. So you can actually make your product look expensive or at a high price perception. So you can do that.
Great, Nick. On that note, I would suggest we end the session here. It was a pleasure hosting you. You made the conversation indeed very interesting. I think with a lot of answered questions, our attendees might also be feeling very good about the same. So thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so
Special
much. Thank you
thank
so much. I really appreciate each and everyone, those who shows up. Like, thank you so much for taking out your time, and see you around, guys.
Sure. Thank you.